Hi, bonjour, and welcome to another Je parle français session with Rosteno. Okay, and I'm hoping that today you are going to learn a whole lot of things today. Okay, and one of the things that we'll be considering today is the pronunciation rules in French. Now, there are certain rules to pronouncing certain words in French. You can see some words, they have the same spellings in English, but the way they are pronounced in French, they are different. Okay, now the rules that I'm going to be bringing out to us. Okay, so whenever you see OU in French, OU in French is pronounced as OU. OU, okay, just like jour, jour, which means day, le jour, or la journée, journée, OU. Coup, coup, coudre. Okay, now the next one is OI. OI in French is pronounced as OA. OA. Okay, like voiture, voiture, which means car. Foi, foi. Okay, now the next one is the AU. AU in French is pronounced as O. O, whenever you see AU in French, it is pronounced as O. Okay, just like faute, faute, aussi, aussi, aujourd'hui, aujourd'hui. Okay, now we move to the next one, EAU. EAU is pronounced as O too. EAU is also pronounced as O. Okay, like chapeau, chateau, bateau, de l'eau. So EAU is pronounced as O. Okay, now we move to another pronunciation rule, which involves when E ends a sentence. Now, when E ends a sentence, if that E does not have an accent on top of that E, which is accent aigu, that E is silent. You have to pronounce the last consonant before the E. For example, faute, faute, faute. You see that here we pronounce the T, we do not pronounce the E. The next one is coûte, coûte, coûte. The next one is poule, poule, poule. Come, come, come. Okay, now another one is the last, when a word is ends with a vowel, with a consonant, sorry. When a word ends with a consonant, that consonant is silent. That consonant is not pronounced. Just like cour, coup, coup, faux, faux, joue, 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 poule. Okay, so it is not pronounced. Okay, now we move to words ending with ER. Words ending with ER, they are pronounced as A. A, like parler, jouer, danser, habiter, they are pronounced as A. Okay, the next one is words ending with ET. Words ending with ET are also pronounced as A, like poulet. Yeah, words ending with ET, they are pronounced as A. Okay, the same applies to easy. Easy. Now, words ending with easy, they are also pronounced as A too. Now, mostly this easy occurs when you conjugate a verb in the second person plural, which is vous. Now, it occurs there most often times. Okay, we have like parler, danser, chanter, connaissez, and all of that. Okay, now we move to when a verb is conjugated in the third person plural, that is the ENT. For example, parle, parle, that is PARLENT. Okay, now that ENT is silent. You don't pronounce that ENT, it is silent. Okay, that is why it is pronounced as parle. Il parle. Il joue. That ENT is silent. Okay, it is not pronounced. Okay, we move again. Okay, now we move over to the E concept. Whenever you see E in a sentence, the middle of a sentence, if that E has an accent aigu on top of it, that E has an accent aigu on top of it, it is pronounced as A. But if it is accent grave, the accent coming like this, accent grave, it is pronounced as R. For example, école, église, that is E accent aigu, A. But if it is the other one, père, mère, achète. Okay, now we move over to the S factor. Now when you have one S in the middle of a word, it is pronounced as Z. When one S is in the middle of a word, it is pronounced as Z. But when it is two S, it is pronounced as S, as in boisson. Poisson. That is two S. But if it is one S, it is poison. Poison. It is pronounced as Z. Okay, now finally for today, we move over to the T-I-O-N. Now, you know, normally in English, that T-I-O-N, when it ends a word, it is pronounced as shun. Shun. But it is pronounced in French as sion. Sion. Like communication. Communication. You see, it is pronounced as sion. And then that would be all for today's classes, for today's class, and I hope that you've learned a lot. Okay, so I'll be looking out to see you parler français, and then I'll be rooting for you because I know you parler français with the good and the right pronunciations. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I am still Coach Ifani. Je parle français with Rusteno. Au revoir.